We don't have a proper show this week because Jamie's been up a mountain for 10 days.
Yes,
Um,
yeah. I have been.
don't know whether you want to elaborate any more than that, Jamie, but I'm happy to leave it there.
What if I just don't say anything and I
Jamie's
just
just a
say mountain and that's it?
Big ski fan. Jamie's been herding goats up a mountain.
I do actually think if like not explaining it might be more in like that's a really mysterious edge to my character,
Yeah,
which might be quite nice to add on.
He's just at a festival.
I'm just up a mountain. I'm in Austria, and I've been here for. I mean, at the time of recording, this is day 10, 9.
Which is longer than most of my holidays, and
yeah,
you up a mountain. But anyway, so we haven't done a full show this week.
And
I'm dying.
He's dying. Sorry. I've been here, right? I've been here in Austria.
This is what happens when you leave, Jamie. I crumble.
You thought the ecosystem would like balance out, but it has not. You've kind of come down with me into this pit.
It's true. I thought I'd be free of you.
Do you like schnitzel? I can bring back some schnitzel.
I love schnitzel.
This is it.
How would you bring back schnitzel?
I don't know. You can smuggle it in the suitcase, right? There's got to be through duty free, like schnitzel.
Yeah, but it's like ambient temperature. I do love schnitzel though. So
you like schnitzel? Okay,
you can bring me back a gift, Jamie. We'll discuss it on the next show.
Yeah. Okay. I've got like a few hours until I leave here in Austria, so maybe I'll find something from the mountains. Maybe.
Maybe
I'll scavenge.
This isn't the whole show.
No.
We spoke to Do Nothing at the sold out Dorks Night Out.
Yes.
At Sebright Arms. They got a new album coming out. We had a chat with them about that before they properly announced it.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I think the line is there's definitely an album coming. They just don't want us to say the name of it.
Yeah. As mentioned in the chat, there is something afoot, as you could imagine.
Which is an album.
Which is an album. It is an album, as you would expect. An album.
But anyway, we've been fans of Do Nothing for a long time on the show. We've spoken to them before. Very excited for them to have an album out. We spoke to them before realizing that Jamie would be completely out of contact for 10 days. So what we're doing is this weird rambling intro about mountains.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Then we're going to play a Do Nothing song. Then there's going to be a lovely chat with Do Nothing. Then the show's going to end. And then in 2 weeks, we'll have a normal show.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks, basically. Because
unless Jamie gets trapped down a mine or something.
If I go river rafting or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's who I am now. That's my character, is wild
Extreme
adventures.
Sports Muir.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a snow ski resort, Jake, or anything like that in your life?
I'm not a Tory.
I'd just like to flag I am also not a Tory, but I'm getting paid to do this. So just want to flag.
Sounds pretty Tory to me.
No,
capitalist.
Oh, gotta make that bank. How do you think this ship gets funded?
I didn't think it did. I'm not seeing any of the money.
It barely does. It was a great show though with Do Nothing at Sebright Arms though.
It was.
Yeah,
that's
it was
true.
Good. It was lovely.
This is a great show too.
This is a wonderful one. And lovely time. Good to see Do Nothing back. And so we spoke to them before the set. So
we did.
We can promise you it was very, very good. And the new songs sound very good as well.
They do. It all sounds good.
It's all great times. So let's go. We'll go back to Dorks Night Out, 6th of April, maybe the 5th of April. I don't know what fucking day it is anymore.
Beginning of April.
My eyes hurt.
This is Gangs by Do Nothing, and then a chat with Do Nothing.
And we'll
Goodbye.
see you next week.
Absolute zero's bad on my tongue. Now it's all just milk and honey and hiding secret magazines in a cardboard box. I phone home fast to get a hold of my provider. I eat every single thing I own and then catch fire. You say play nice on the stage. Don't go forming any gangs. No one's gonna get up from their chair for that. Say that you call me back, but I don't buy it.
Dorks Night Out. We've only done like 100 and something of these,
and
so
we
like,
still
we'll
don't
get
know
there.
which one should start, so we can't say,
Yeah.
be like, you?
We're here.
We are here. No, that's the start. Don't you worry. That is the start. That's more than the start. We're here at Dorks Night Out. We're here at Sebright Arms with the
With-
wonderful
Do Nothing. Chris, Casper, how are we doing? How are things?
Very well, thank you, Jamie. How are you?
I'm great.
Terrible now.
Yeah. Doing very, very grand. We're here in the back part of the pub as it's starting to fill up for the gig that's happening very soon. How does it feel? I guess, how does it feel kind of like being here, first London show, like headline anyway, in quite a while? Like, how does it kind of feel being here and kind of just kickstarting a new chapter, I guess, if you want to call it that for you guys?
Good, man. It's really nice. It's like, we feel like we haven't really, like, behind the scenes, we haven't really stopped doing things. Like, post-COVID, we did like a big old tour and we're playing songs that like people had heard that never heard live or never played live.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. Then we like sort of hid away and wrote the album. And can I announce that?
I guess you just did.
I guess I did.
So
there's an album.
There's an album coming at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've said already that there's an album coming.
Yeah.
We haven't said exactly when.
Yeah. You can't give that many more details, but it is.
I feel like as
something
well when
coming.
you come back with a new single and say something's coming, I think, yeah, we
I
can
wonder
feel
what
it.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
a motion
It's
picture
a
coming up soon.
workout dance tape.
Yeah. It's going to be that. But yeah, it must feel great. I guess, yeah, kind of like being back doing these kind of like shows. I guess like you played a show, I think a few weeks back. Was it in Sheffield? I think, was it? Like, I guess, how was that? That was the first one of the year, was that? Like, and how was that for you guys?
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, it was good. Like, is it Sydney and Matilda's in Sheffield? Really nice, like, new venue. And yeah, it was our first show with, we have a fifth member who's joined for live.
Nice.
His name's Dowdy Matsiko.
Shout out.
He's amazing. Like, he's playing everything that we
He's
haven't
just
got hands
coming
in
out
to
of the
play.
toilets.
He's coming out of the
behind
loo.
you right now, yeah.
A peek behind
Dowdy.
the curtain for you all there.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's playing like keys, acoustic, guitar, like shakers, anything that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
He's doing.
What was the peek behind the curtain?
Well, we're just doing an audio podcast and narrating when members of the band are coming out of the
I'm
toilet.
not saying we're peeking behind the toilet door. That's a very different thing.
There is a door. The pub
There
does
is
have a door,
yeah,
not a
yeah.
curtain.
We're not in the toilet doing this. Just want to flag very, very quickly. But yeah, it must have been amazing show and kind of back kind of like, how does it feel? I guess adapting as like a 5-piece now live. Like, how does that feel?
No, it's tough.
Yeah.
Although we've only done 3, I think 3 so far. And like obviously as a band, generally we've done probably fucking thousands. Can we swear on this? Thing?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
you can.
So it's a relatively small
Yes,
amount,
percentage.
but sound checks are longer. And we're just getting used to it. I don't really like. There's just a lot of leveling that goes on, and like because he's playing keys and acoustic and doing an extra guitar for like bits of old songs that we've never been able to play live. Because like a lot of the old recordings have more than one guitar on them.
Yeah.
But we've just tried to get Casper to play both at the same time.
Do all of them. Yeah.
Sort of like a slash double guitar thing.
Yeah, without the double guitar.
Yeah. A slash single guitar
no,
thing.
but like when you have a double guitar, you still have to play one at a time.
Yeah, you can't do both. Yeah.
Unless you do an open frets on both.
Or
I
you
guess.
got
Yeah.
or you got really long arms and you can kind of just like stroke up and down the guitar. As
Yeah,
you
I'm
can tell,
no expert.
Yeah, I don't play guitar.
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I don't want to put anything across. I'm not an expert.
No,
Casper,
exactly.
is that possible as an expert?
As an expert, no. it's not.
Okay.
This is why we have you on here to fact check the
bring it along.
wild accusations about music that we throw around.
But yeah, it really does fill out the sound a lot more. Like, especially the old stuff. It's like because it's always just been the 4 of us, and now it's like hearing those songs with the extra bits in, like bits I forgot existed because I haven't listened to the old stuff in ages. Forgot they were there, and then all the new stuff is a bit more fuller as well, and it just it sounds great. Long sound checks, tight space, but it's good.
It'll be good.
Also, because the alternative is to play, or to put a lot of it on track, on a sampler or something. Which for in the past, because we've done bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And we're not against it or anything, but you don't want to like rely too much on it because it's kind of just flat.
Yeah. Just like, we'll whack it on the back. It'll be fine.
So it's like nice to have somebody to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Nice, amazing. And obviously it comes with Happy Feet, of course. New music, new song. What's it been like seeing the reaction to that? And I guess putting new music out after, like, I guess from this side, kind of so, I guess, like a lengthy amount of time in between. Like, how's it been seeing the reaction to that already?
Well, yeah. Again, like sort of. I guess the outside perception is that we kind of like disappeared. But, like for us, it was like, oh, I didn't realize that had happened.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is writing. You know.
Yeah.
You're kind of constantly doing stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess there was definitely like a sense of like, oh yeah, like it's kind of like when you play a gig and you haven't in ages. That's when you realize you haven't played a gig in ages.
Yeah.
Like while you're sitting at home doing nothing, you're
like,
like, I am not playing a gig.
Sat in the front room.
Yeah. You just realize like, oh, there was a big gap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So same with the music, and then I guess like only just before you release it are you like, oh yeah, people gotta like it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we haven't been away for a while. So, but yeah, the response has been really nice.
Nice.
Especially given that like the album stuff, although we've only released one song of it, is a bit different. In the same way that like the first EP was different to the second EP.
Yeah, I was about to say there was always like a change and
there's
a
another
growth
little
in that.
shift
Yeah,
onto
exactly.
the album. And so you're always kind of wondering whether people will go with it.
Yeah, of course.
So it seems like people kind of are.
Yeah. Oh,
This is pre-gig, so we can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, we'll do
The
an
sold-out
outro.
tickets looks good.
Yeah.
They're after all the old stuff.
Yeah. Wait till the end, to be fair. But no, and I guess like you say, kind of with like direction of like, did it feel like when you were like writing an album, it was like, oh, okay, this is album time.
It's album time.
Like, did that kind
If
play
you
on your
have
mind?
read an album,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
we don't know if you
if there is or isn't
it
an
could
album.
lead to
Didn't we
an album.
confirm that like 5 minutes ago? Well, let's keep it a secret. Let's put it back.
We'll put the bleeps over it.
It's just bleep.
Yeah. There's a. Oh,
We're working on the.
we don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, did it kind of feel like, oh, okay, we're writing for an album?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is part of like a terrific amount of whinging that is probably going to happen in all the press that we do.
It begins now.
This is genuinely, this is kind of the beginning of it. 'Cause we haven't really done much.
Yeah, we got in early. You can tell when people are late cycle. You say, we're going to play a game about dancing, and they're like, I'm not fucking doing that. No. You know how long I've been awake for?
Yeah. So, like, just in terms of, like, being very aware that you're doing an album.
Yeah.
And having never done an album before with any band, and having built it up in your head a lot, that's basically what a lot of the album ended up being about.
Yeah.
It's about me whinging about making the album and how hard it was. So, or just, you know, going through a big old crisis of confidence.
Which is what you want to start it off.
Yeah. So, yes, we were very aware that it was an album, and potentially that's why it took as long as it did. Because there was a lot of overthinking and such.
Yeah. Like, is that right or is it not?
A lot of that, and a lot of more like I'd say more fiddling with the songs before they were finished, before they were recorded.
Yeah.
And a lot of fiddling with them in the studio, and because the kind of bands that because we've been doing this since we were very young, right?
Yeah, of course.
We always used to talk about like bands like Wilco. In terms of recording in the studio and stuff, bands like Wilco and Spoon. And I think there's a particular documentary about Wilco making Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, and it's like you'll see them go through having a song and then just like smashing it to bits.
Yeah.
And then doing it completely differently.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so if you hear the ways that they were trying it and then the way it turned out in the studio, it's like, okay, wow.
Very different.
You don't have to just write a song and then be like, there's the song.
There it is, done. Yeah.
So I'm not saying we like smashed everything to pieces, but we definitely fiddled for a while.
Yeah, you like experienced making the album.
Yeah, we just sort of like spent more time making sure that things flowed the way we wanted them to.
Yeah.
What was the point when, like, were you able to be like, okay, that's done now, or did you have to have someone there who was like, that's done now, it's done?
Well, obviously, when it's when you aren't allowed to fuck with it anymore. Is when it's done.
That's when it's done.
I'm sure there are lots of people who are like, on both ends of the spectrum. I'm sure there are people who are like, oh, it's done because I've finished writing it, and then it's done, and then that's great. Yeah. And then there are people who even more than me, will overthink it, and then we'll change it after it's on Spotify, which is like a Kanye.
Yeah.
But I think actually now, surprisingly, I'm kind of like, I've locked it off in my head because you have to start thinking about printing it to vinyl and
Yes, all
and
those
doing
bits.
artwork and merch and things like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's over now.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no way I can go back now. Yeah.
Because like it's just you get to a point where you're like, I'm happy that it's done, and I'm happy that it came out the way it did.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that it is done, like it's a kind of like a weight lifted for sure, and I feel like I can move on with my life.
Yeah. I can move on. Like that's it. And I guess like as you play live as well, and kind of as the songs take form live as well, you kind of live with them a bit more. And kind of see
Absolutely,
them.
and like that's an interesting thing in that these songs from the album we haven't been playing live.
Yeah.
They're not ones that people will be like, oh yeah, they played this one live for ages,
Like
and
2 years
then it
ago.
went on the album. Yeah, 2 years ago. There's like one. There's like one old song on there, like an old song.
Nice.
It was like the last one on the record. But generally, we haven't been playing them live, and we haven't been feeling them in, or like wearing them in.
Like testing them out
Really
and
testing
getting,
them. It might be kind of a reverse of what we used to do, which was play them live a lot and then record them.
to the
And
point
now
where,
it's like, because I've been wondering about this, because when we've been like getting them ready to play live, we kind of thought, well, we could change them still. It's just live. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Like,
flexible at that point.
If it works better in a live environment, you can totally change.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
which would be interesting to see how much we feel comfortable just fucking changing it.
Just completely flipping it around.
It's like not the same song.
We'll wait to see that tonight. So this is a song that was on the album. It's completely different to how we're going to play it now. Enjoy.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, it's called what you recognize from the album.
But it's not.
But it's a different song.
Yeah. When you listen to it, it's not the same song.
Yeah.
There's a name, and if you squint, you can probably
there.
just about.
That is out of it. But you do feel like now that like the album's done together, you're like, right, here we go. We can crack on now. And like, I guess the next few months of you, do you feel like that excitement to kind of like get that album out and kind of like tour it and play it? Like, there's that kind of like how you feel now? Is it like the next few months for you looking ahead? You're like, right, this is it. This is the time for us.
Totally. Like it feels like it's been such a long time. Like we've, as the four of us have like wanted to do a debut album since we were like 5. So like this like, and
you didn't record one when you were 5.
We didn't. No, we didn't manage to do it at the time. But we've done it now, like 20 years later.
Amazing.
And it just feels like it feels great to have done it. And it like, I think we're already proud of it. Like I'm personally really proud of it. Like what we've done with it. And yeah, it's just nice. And like it's gonna be fun touring. I think we're gonna go to some places we've never been before.
Amazing. Nice.
On the never been because they're exotic, or never been because you hadn't heard of them?
A little bit of both.
We're talking like Slough or Bangkok.
We're not going to Scunthorpe.
No,
Sorry,
Sorry to anyone from Scunthorpe who got excited.
Let me just check that very, very quickly. Well, what we'll do is we'll listen to Happy Feet right now. So yes, let's do nothing. Happy Feet. There it is. What a tune. What a tune. And when you listen to this...
Sorry, I just want to... Have you watched Happy Feet yet? I know, I think when it came out, it
you
was
were like,
said...
haven't seen Happy Feet.
Said that you hadn't?
Yeah,
the movie?
no.
You
No.
haven't? Are you ever going to watch it as a point of principle now?
No, if it's like I have no.
If it came up on Film 4
I
and you were
literally
there?
like don't think about. I have no concept of what even the film is.
Well, that bodes well for this game.
No. As in, I know that it's like a animated film about penguins and stuff.
I believe they dance.
I think in the song, it's more like I guess it's like an example of like completely wasting your own time.
And you never get the urge to just completely waste 90 minutes.
Yeah. Or just like feeling like an idiot.
Yeah,
Like
just
lying about watching something that
Yeah.
that is a waste of time.
Yeah. No, it is one of those things. If
But
someone
obviously-
rang you and they were like, "What are you doing right now?" and you were like, "I'm actually sitting here watching Happy Feet."
Yeah.
You question, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I should be doing something else.
Yeah,
I should be doing something
and,
else.
and also part of that is that I don't. There's obviously nothing wrong with watching stuff like that. I watch stuff like that all the time. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite stuff.
Yeah.
The point, I guess, of the song in a lot of ways is that like is how everybody just kicks themselves for not doing stuff all the time or not
yeah.
doing something they think is like valuable or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you're lying around watching stupid films, even if they make you happy,
Yes.
you feel like a
Yeah.
loser or
I'm
like you're
wasted.
wasting your time.
Wasting my life.
It makes you
Yeah.
feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, come on, you piece of shit. Do something.
Get up and go.
Stop like doing something that makes you feel comfortable.
Stop having like a nice time.
Oh yeah, stop relaxing and enjoying it,
Yeah.
which is just like a horrible
Yeah. Horrible
thing that
cycle,
happens
yeah.
all the time.
So, yeah, you
Like,
could,
even with like streaming services, a lot of the time you spend so much fucking time deciding whether something is worth the
Yeah,
yeah, you're
time.
gonna just watch
more
the first
time
half hour
scrolling,
at that
watch
point, right?
it.
yeah.
Or yeah. Anyway,
So won't be watching Happy Feet anytime soon.
I
Or
might.
maybe.
I might.
I
I
absolutely
think you
might.
took the wrong moral
It's really
from this.
Casper, it's really good. Yeah, that's it.
Sounds like you're obligated by your own happiness measure.
But you could also be doing something more actually like, you know,
exactly.
profitable
Like
for
watching
your life.
Surf's Up.
Watching
I
Surf's Up.
saw Surf's Up.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no, haven't seen. I'm thinking of the
Madagascar.
one with the. No, it's fish related. It's like a shark's fucking
Shark Tale. Yes. Where-
That's how you can tell you've been in a band for a while. This you got Shark's Tale. It's fish based.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an animated fish base.
It is.
I would have
It's
gone
either
Finding Nemo ahead of
Fish
Shark's
Yeah, I was
Tale.
about to say,
Or Help I'm a Fish.
exactly what you
well,
No love for Help I'm a Fish.
no, I don't even know what that is.
What?
Oh, wow.
It's got a great
I know this isn't a
soundtrack.
very good podcast. What's it again?
Well, you
What
haven't
was
listened to
that?
the other podcast.
Help, I'm a fish. Is what the
Can
film's
you
called.
sum up
It's
the plot very quickly for
some
Help?
kids come across like a mad scientist's house and they drink a potion. They all turn into fish.
Sounds like a horror movie.
And then they.
It's played for laughs.
It's really good. And then they have to like figure out how to turn back into kids again. Yeah. No, it's live action. Real kids turn into fish. No, it's animated. It's animated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. See, I was with you. I don't know this film, so I was there like, Jesus, that sounds fucking wild.
Yeah, that would
What's going
be
on?
like weird prosthetics happening.
Oh,
Fish kids.
We've got a game.
yeah. We've got a
I
game.
feel
on
like
the-
I have dug us into a hole, and
On the-
I would like us to get
on the
out. I can only
animated film,
apologise.
on the animated film front, on Happy Feet, but not necessarily related to Happy Feet, we're going to play a game. And the game we're going to play is called You Got Those Happy Feet.
Sorry, he's busy getting a beer.
Get a bit. Wait, hold on. Ah, there you go. We're in the Sebright. You can hear the fact that the beers are clanging. It's
actually a Panda
do you
Pop.
want to explain the game we're going to play here?
I'd love to. So, Happy Feet is actually, I believe, having not seen it, about dancing penguins.
Yes.
You haven't seen it after all that. I thought you were speaking like, I can't believe you haven't seen Happy Feet.
I haven't made any media called Happy Feet. Okay, I'm busy watching Help I'm a Fish. I'm a fish guy.
I'm a fish guy.
So we're going to name 2 different sounds, and what we want to know is which of those you think would be the easiest to dance to and make your feet the happiest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna say what the sounds are. We're
I'm
not
gonna-
gonna
I'm not
play.
gonna do the sounds.
We're
I'm not going to do the sounds. That
It
is
would
a
be
good-
funny if you did, though.
No, I just mean that's what it would usually
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
No,
we're
we're
just
just going to
sitting in
say
a-
the sounds. The power of imagination.
Yeah,
will do the
Say
rest.
just the sound. What the sound is.
Yes.
Okay.
Describe, name, label the sound.
Could you do the sound?
Not
Yeah,
for
you
most
could,
of
you
them.
could. Well,
Okay. Well,
Let's go with the start.
Whether they'll work or not. Well, why don't you say the sound and then try and do the sound?
yeah. Give it a go. Yeah.
Because we already
Let
know
me
what the
guess.
sound is. It
Okay,
doesn't
so
matter.
I'll
Oh, no,
say
let's
the
guess.
sounds.
Let's guess.
I'll
guess.
say the sound, and then Jamie, you do the sound. Great.
No.
No, that's division of labour. Division of labour.
Hold on, what are we doing? Hold on, wait. So,
Do the sound.
yep.
We'll try and guess the sound.
Yep.
And if not, he'll just fucking say what it is.
How? Okay, I don't
you
know.
go.
Yeah, okay.
You're the physical comedian amongst us.
Jeez, guys.
I do
Okay.
the highbrow stuff.
Snoring.
Bam.
Loud snoring specifically.
Loud snoring,
Very loud
typically.
snoring. Okay.
Yes. Cat on the way to the vets.
Okay.
So,
Which do
loud
you
snoring,
dance to?
Yeah.
or the meowing of a cat when you take it to the vets. What can you dance to there?
Snoring.
Yeah, I mean, weirdly, just this last week, I was sharing a hotel room with Chris and Dowdy,
Oh, right.
and they're both snorers.
top.
And sometimes it like syncs up in such a way that like it's almost like a four to the floor beat, and it's
Nice,
like
okay.
there's never not snoring happening. So it's like one person ends, the other starts, and it's quite
Rhythmic.
so I can get down to that for sure.
Loud snoring.
Also, like a sad cat is like who's dancing.
Hey, you can't be doing that.
Looking forward to this one.
Oh, do I have to? Okay. Oh, actually, weirdly, not that far.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Yes, there it is.
I was going to
Roadworks.
say like a pile driver.
Yeah, thank you.
Roadworks. Okay.
And
the car alarm.
bam, there
What
it
was
is.
that?
I don't know why I did
That's
the
a car.
action. I did the action.
Oh, you're doing like the key.
Yeah, I did the key. Yeah. So-
The cessation of the
Yeah,
car alarm.
roadworks or a car alarm.
I mean, car alarm. There's a few things in music that are alarm sounding-y.
Yeah.
I
And the
remember
alarm, of course.
there was a Flaming Lips did a cover. This is so long ago, I think, but they did a cover of like Severed Nation Army. This is years and years ago on
Yeah.
stage, and they did it to a click, so that he had a megaphone and he could turn on the weird big alarm, like the wee.
Oh yeah,
It would sync up or whatever.
No,
And it worked.
And it works.
Yeah, it worked.
So
As
car
far as
alarm.
I remember.
Yeah.
It worked better than you'd expect, at the very least.
Oh yeah. It sounds horrible, but it sounds better than I thought it would sound.
But we were surprised it worked at all.
Yeah. So car alarm feels like the strong shoot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd say car alarm. I think I'd say
Car alarm. Car
Well,
alarm.
there is that Benny Benassi Satisfaction video where
Oh, with the drills.
scantily clad.
Yeah, with the drills.
It's very like early
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah. I don't think the drills are in the song. Maybe.
Yeah, it's the sound of the drill in the song.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's just a damning review.
Fucking hate that.
Even he couldn't make it work. He was like, I can't do the noises. They don't work.
Where you think he recorded the noise?
Yeah, he's like,
It was
I'm
like, I
sorry.
can't possibly make
I
these
thought
into
this
the
would work
song.
and it doesn't. I'm sorry. I should have gone with the car alarm.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Next one, Jake.
No. You've been doing so well. I wouldn't want your hot streak to end.
Okay. Oh no,
This is the first one's easy. The second one not so much.
Whale.
Yeah.
Bam. And don't know how I'm going to do this one. I mean, that's good. It's
They
forest.
both be present.
In a
Oh, forest.
You're
Yeah, forest
surprisingly good at
noises.
this. Forest noises. Yeah, but again, like how some weird bond got
Yeah, we're on.
Jamie, thousands.
Yeah.
We're connected.
You go to the same nature sounds course together. So yeah, whale song or forest noises.
I mean, whale song is like classically relaxing and like will put you to sleep.
cigarettes.
Yeah, of course.
Basically
Yeah.
whale noises.
And no one's dancing.
Oh, this is dancing.
Yeah.
Yep. I forgot the name of the game. Yeah, probably the other one then.
I think forest sounds because like quite often there'll be some like
Varies as well.
yeah, there's loads of stuff going on.
Oh yeah. That's very bonobo, isn't
You're
it?
absolutely bang on. Yeah,
Those like monkeys that scream. There's like screaming monkeys.
Yeah.
They're always
Back on the
very
car
rhythmic
alarm,
as well.
really, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. So car alarm.
Car alarm?
Yeah.
It's car alarm again. No, because the question isn't like, what could you dance to if you put a big fat beat over it?
But the monkeys themselves.
got
Okay,
more
in
to
that
play
case.
with, I guess, in the forest to make the beat, right?
On rainforest rather
Yeah.
than like British forest, I
Yeah.
guess.
Of course, yeah.
that's right.
Forest noises, right?
This one's not as fun to do.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty simple, actually. The Simpsons.
Just the soundtrack of The Simpsons.
Yeah, there we
The
go.
theme tune.
Theme tune, yes. And I'll be there for you. When the
That
rains
is
are
not the key of the Friends song.
Oh, sorry. Like,
I'll be there for you.
that's the second part of it, though.
You're doing the backing vocals, man.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
The lead vocal.
That is not the
Yeah.
lead vo-
I mean, it's
No,
not
it is.
down.
Yeah. The
and
Simpsons.
incredibly flat.
The
I think we can all agree.
The Simpsons theme tune or the Friends theme tune.
I think The Simpsons.
Bearing in mind, it does go like bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
You kind of,
Yeah, less,
kind of
jerky,
skank.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's less hook. Fucking
Okay.
Cut that.
Yeah, the Simpsons skank.
Team apologise for the use of the word skank there.
I mean, I think that
Lesser
like,
men would have walked away from the interview at that point.
Would have walked away from the show. Should we do? So, what are you going for? Simpsons?
I would say The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Simpsons is. But
Yeah.
it's whether. I think you could probably dance easier to the Friends one.
I think that the Friends one is more of a sing along one.
The Friends are dancing to the song in the visuals for the
yeah,
theme
they're
song.
clapping along and stuff.
Yeah.
And like in the Simpsons one, he's just like skating down the street, nearly getting hit by a car. Yeah. I'd probably say the Friends one. Not that I prefer the Friends one, but I'd say the Friends one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for The Simpsons. It's one. It's
There we go.
split.
Should we do one more? Yeah.
I like the last one, but I think that's completely hypothetical, so you
And
can
also,
just say it.
I just don't think there's any way I can do this one.
Yeah.
I think that let's do that one.
Yeah, this one
No,
is...
I really think I can't do this one. I could try,
Yeah, go on.
but I think I might offend people.
Go on.
Um,
Don't.
Okay, hold on. Okay. What is? He don't cross the Mary, cross the thing.
Like Catholic
Churchy. Yeah. We're on the line.
church hymn.
There's who's the top of the church in for some people in Catholic. Yeah, the Pope. So the Pope's debut album.
Oh, that the
I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to have to do one of the theme tunes for him. Dun, 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 dun,
Mission
dun,
Impossible.
dun. So a Tom Cruise debut album.
Oh, so like a
Theoretical Tom Cruise. I mean, he's done everything else, so
Yeah,
it feels like
the
about
Pope
right.
has actually made an album.
The Pope, I think, has the Pope made
No,
an
the
album?
Dalai Lama made one.
Dalai Lama has
I'm
made
pretty
an
sure the Pope's made like a prog metal album. And I genuinely think that's true.
Oh, no, there's no way.
The Nazi Pope.
Might have been the last Pope.
Might be the old
I don't
one.
know.
Yeah,
One of the old ones.
So,
So I don't know. I don't know.
I
if
mean,
that's
I'm
true.
almost...
It's true.
I'm
I don't
almost
know.
certain that
There's
wouldn't
a
be
picture
allowed.
of Can we find out? Can we fact check?
Is it really?
Can we fact check anyone in here? Has the Pope done a debut album? We're just talking to Patrick, producer Patrick.
Who
here.
is our resident Italian.
Yeah, who's also Italian. Yeah. Okay.
Eating your words
What's
in a
that?
minute.
Berlusconi has. Right, great.
Wake Up music album with his words and prayers is a prog rock album by Pope Francis.
my God.
The album
Fuck
is
all of
formed
you.
of speeches by Pope Francis with accompanying music tracks of prayers and hymns.
I mean, I saw the same article as you did, but I don't believe him.
That's
I
what
didn't
a
believe
review.
it.
I like that it's
It
called
got
Wake
rave
Up with an
reviews.
exclamation mark as well.
Rock shit. I was like, some AI fucking.
So I guess.
I tell you what,
Okay, in between the two, what is that? The album cover?
maybe
Jesus
debut
Christ.
album cover sort of inspiration there. What do you reckon?
I wish it's done now.
For the listeners, it is just the Pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he looks good for a man
he
of his
made a
age.
prog album. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I wish this wasn't
I also
just
really-
a podcast.
Please, can you subtitle your album "Music Album with His Words"?
Music album.
Music album
his
We
words.
should,
with his
yeah,
words.
I mean, technically, that's the same as ours.
Technically.
It does. It's a pretty broad remit, isn't it?
In terms, in between Tom Cruise and the Pope,
What do you rather dance to?
well, Tom Cruise is a Scientologist,
Yeah.
and Beck is a Scientologist.
The Pope is a Catholic. presumably some other Catholics have been good at music. I don't have anything to back this up,
we've got-
but there are
way to
more
go.
of them.
We've
from
got
Scientologists.
To what I was just saying.
I'm Team Pope here.
You're saying Pope.
You're saying Pope.
I reckon Pope Francis specifically
You could dance.
could do some bangers.
Right. Okay.
Any other Pope, I wouldn't be having it.
All right.
I think probably Tom.
Nah, I'm thinking Tom.
I think like if Beck can do it, well, I mean he's a musician, but
If even Beck can
Yeah, I
release
think,
an
I think
album,
Beck will be all right.
even Beck.
even renowned multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah. You won a Grammy recently.
Yeah, he's got a Grammy Award winning. Yeah. It's open.
I say Tom.
I think I agree. I reckon Tom would make like some mad like EDM, like
It'd be
really
big, wouldn't it?
intense.
It'd be big.
He would be big into EDM, that is
Yeah.
true.
He doesn't do anything by halves, so I kind
Yeah.
of think about that.
So
With
Tom.
the thought of Tom Cruise's debut album in mind, Do Nothing's food is there and waiting. So we are going to let you eat before you actually play a show.
So it is, he says, after staring at it for the last minute or two. Exactly.
Do Nothing, of course. Enjoy the show. Thanks for playing here at Dorks Night
Thanks
Out.
for having us,
and yeah, have a go. We're going to play Glueland as a farewell. So a pleasure and enjoy the show.
Thank you, guys.
I should have seen him going. Why did he string me on? If he had his heart set on going all